Hi everyone, welcome back to Geeks for Geeks practice, and welcome back to another problem of the day, that is find patterns. So quickly give me a +1 in the chat if my voice is clearly audible to everyone and everything is working fine, so that we can start off with the session. Okay, everyone can quickly hit the like button and give me a +1 in the chat if my voice is clearly audible, and then we'll start. Hi Vanshika, hi Rishit. So all of you can just quickly give me a +1 in the chat if everyone can hear me clearly. Okay. Hi Gautam, hi Yashraj, and hi Mohammed. Okay. Great. So all of you can quickly hit the like button and then give me a +1, and I'll start within a minute. So let me quickly share my screen now. And the problem of the day for yesterday, you can say, because now it's 12 o'clock. So the problem was find patterns. Obviously, what you can do is you can search for GFG POD. When you search for GFG PODT, then the first link that you get here, this particular thing, 4th or 14th of November, we had the problem of the day as find patterns, and that is what we are going to solve now. Okay, so can we start? Yeah, let's get started. It's my first class. Hi Hashmi. Great that it's your first class. So what we have to do in this particular problem is let me check my voice. My first class. Hi Hashmi. Okay, great. So it says that find patterns. So basically, the problem says that you will be given two strings. Okay, you'll be given two strings. One of the strings as S and another string as W. Okay, so let's quickly do one thing. Let's see these two strings. So suppose that these are the two strings that are given. Let's see this example. Let's suppose that these are the two strings that are given, and we have to find the number of times W appears as a subsequence of string S, where every character of string S can be included in forming at most one subsequence. This is what the problem says. It's an easy level question, yeah, but I don't know why the problem setter gave it a medium tag. So basically, I'm saying that if suppose that I write GEEKS, okay, and suppose this is the string S, okay, and if I give you the string W, and I say that the W string is GKS. Okay, so can you tell me how many times this GKS is present here? Like can I say that I can take this G, then I can take this S? What is a subsequence? Subsequence is when you can take the characters by skipping. Substring is when you have to take the characters without skipping. If you say this substring, then you have to take all the characters in between. But when you say subsequence, then you can skip some of the characters, right? You can skip some of the characters. So basically what you can do is you can take this G, right? Then you can take this K, and then you can take this S. So basically, can I say that one time? Please write one in the chat now. I can basically say that for this particular sample example, I'm getting the I'm getting the I'm getting the W string, that is GKS, only one time. Please write one in the chat. Everyone can hit the like button and hit give me one in the chat. Like this is for one time. Correct. Now what can I observe going further? So going further, what I can observe here is that suppose that if I was given a string like this, okay, let's say if I was given GEEKS, okay, let me change the color. Suppose that I was given GEEK, and then I was given S, okay. If I was given this particular thing, so now can I observe something? Yes, I can observe something. Like you will say that, okay, maybe I can take this G, then I can take this K, and then I can take this S. Okay, somebody can tell me, right? Then somebody can tell me, okay, take this G, then take this K, and then take this S. Okay, but it says that if you have taken a particular character already, na, then you cannot take it again. Okay, so you cannot take a particular character. See, if you have considered this G one time, if you have GKS, okay, so if you have considered this G, suppose if you have considered this K, suppose, and suppose that you have considered this S, okay, if you have considered it one time, now then you will not consider it again. Okay, then you will never consider it again. You will not consider them again. Okay, you will not consider those characters again. If you have taken a particular character into consideration for here developing GKS, then you will not consider those characters again. Okay, right, this is the condition here. So after this, can I say that maybe what I can do is I can instead of this, I could have done it something like this. Like I could have done G, like I could have taken G, K, and S. Okay, once I take these characters, I cannot take them back again. Okay, then what I can do is I can take this G, I can take this K, and this S. Like, so please write two times in the chat, everyone. Everyone can write two times in the chat. I'm getting GKS two times. No? Everyone is clear with this particular fact? Just quickly give me a +1, guys. Is everyone clear with this particular part? I'm going to get this GKS two times, na? Okay. So what will I do? What will I do? Like I can simply say that I'll do what? I will do what? I will simply be at the ith character of the string, right? I'll be simply at the ith character. So suppose I'm at this particular ith character of the string. Okay. So now from here, what can I think of doing? Right? What from here, what can I think of doing? If the ith character of the string is equal to the zeroth character, that is the very first character of the w string. Okay, then what I will do is now from here I will run a loop. Okay, so basically what I'll do is from here I'll run a loop j, let's say, and if this character is same, then I'll mark it as, let's say, dollar or something, or let's say hash. Basically I'll waste it. Okay, so that next time I don't want to consider it again. So please write hash in the chat, everybody. Maybe for this particular character I'll put hash if the character is the same, and if I'm considering it, then I'll put it as hash. Okay, so that the next time I do not consider it again, because next time it will no longer be g or let's say k or s. Okay, they will be hash. So everyone can write hash in the chat. Okay, so that I don't consider it next time. Correct? Okay, Geeks for Geeks is also saying hash. Okay, right. So see, this is what I will do. Okay, so here also what I will do is for this particular guy, okay, for this particular k, I'll put a hash here. Okay, and for this particular guy also it is c. Basically, I will be till where, like if you'll observe, I'll be at this guy, so I'll mark it as hash. Then I'll be at this guy, so I'll mark it as hash, and then I'll be at this guy, so I'll mark it as hash as well. Okay, so this is how I'll mark them as hash. Now once I have marked them as hash, right, so I can say that I have come to the end of this particular string, right? So I'll say that, let's suppose that it is indicated by x, so this is the index x x x. One by one, if I'm indicating it by the indexes, like let's say the indexes of this particular string w is indicated by x. So let's say when I move to the last character, like let's say it is indicated by x or k or anything. So when my x is equal to w dot size, na, so can I say that at that point of time, right? Can I say that at that point of time, I'll do a count plus plus because I have one more subsequence, right? Because I have one more GKS. Okay, so I'll count it as what? I'll count it as uh, I'll simply count it as one more increment, one more occurrence of GKS. Okay, so once I have done this thing, then I will simply break. Please write break in the chat. Then I'll simply break from the loop because I don't want to check any further. No, then I'll start checking again when my eye is here. No? Then I'll start checking. So once I have completed this character, then I don't no longer need to iterate for the current iteration. So I'll simply break from the loop as well. Is that clear to everyone? This part is clear to everyone? Please quickly let me know, guys. Just quickly let me know. Is everyone clear with this thing? Okay. So I will tell you how we are doing it. So basically, what I'm saying is, if you will see here, let's say that we have this particular string given to us. Let's say this is the string s and this is the string w. So what I'll do is I'll simply say that I'll initially have the counter, and initially the count of the number of subsequences will be marked as 0. Okay, for the next occurrence we would have to start from the beginning again. For the next occurrence we will start from here. Let's say we'll start from the, like, suppose this was I. Okay, suppose this was I, then I put a j here and then I move my j till here. Now next time I will start my I from here. Okay, next time what should we do? What was the question? So next time I'll start my I from here. Now see, if you will observe, let's say we have a string of this kind. Suppose that we have g g e. Okay, then we have g. Okay, then we have e, suppose, then we have k, and then we have, let's say, s. Okay, then we have ks, something like this. Okay, so suppose this is my ith character ratio. Okay, suppose guys that this is my ith character. Okay, if this is my ith character, right, and suppose that the w string is nothing but gks. Okay, so I'll take this guy. Okay, then I will take this particular guy, right, then I'll take this guy. Okay, so basically my j is here, right, then my j is here, then my j is here, and then I've exhausted this particular string. After this, from where should I start? I should start my I, like my I should start from here, because I'll check again if the ith character is same as the very first character or not. Okay, then my I will move here, and then I will say that okay, the ith character is again same as the very first character of the w string, and then I'll check again. So I'll move my j here. So then I'll consider what? Then I'll consider this particular pair. Let me highlight it with white color. Then I'll consider this, and then this, and then this. Okay, so is that clear to everyone? Rishit, are you clear with this? Okay, that is why we need to we need to start, we need to run a loop for I as well. Na? Like the next, when you will see, when you will get this particular GKS, Okay, when you will get this particular pink gks, right? After this you don't need to check further, so you'll simply break. Please write break in the chat, guys. After this you'll simply break now. If I'll draw it again, if we have ge, okay, let me draw it again, ge and ge, let's say ks and ks, okay, and let's say we are searching for gks, okay. So I can simply say that if this is I, then this is the same, then from here I'll run a loop j, so this is the same, okay, so j is here, then k is the same and s is the same, okay. So this is count becomes 1 here, okay, and then I need to simply break here, because once I have made this a string, then I need to start the iteration again. So I don't need a hash map or anything, Mohammed, I don't need a hash map. I'll tell you while writing the code. After this my I will be here. Is it the same? Is this ith character, that is e, same as the very first character of w? No. So I'll say that okay, let's move forward my I. So then my I will move forward here. Okay, then my I will move forward here. Now when my I is here, it is same as the zeroth character. So I'll say that okay, let's start a j loop. So this will be marked as the same. Okay, so this will be marked as dollar. So that next time I don't consider it, then you will not use this k and this s, right? You will not use it. Please write no in the chat. You will not use them. No, you will not use them. Why you will not use them? You will simply not use them because they have already been used, so they have been marked as dollars, guys. Okay, they have been already marked as dollars, so you will not use them. So then you will use this k and this is, okay, then you will use this k and this is. You can write a plus one if you are clear with this, and then I'll mark them as dollar as well, so that next time I don't use them, right? So this is how I'm doing this particular problem. Let's quickly try to write the approach. So what I'll do is I'll have a I starting from 0. I is lesser than the size of the string, let's say. Okay, I is lesser than s dot size. Okay, then I'll do an I plus plus. Okay, after this particular part, what will I do? So I'll simply say that suppose that if the ith character, okay, if the ith character is equal to the w0, please write 0 in the chat if everyone is clear. If ith character of the string is equal to the very first character, no, that is the starting of my love story here. Okay, if the ith character, right? Are you getting this particular point? If I had g, like if I had ge ks, okay, and I had gks. So if the ith character, if this is the zeroth character and this is the ith character, if the ith character is the same as the zeroth character of the w string, okay, if the ith character of the I, like if the ith character of the s string is the same as the zeroth character of the w string, that is the starting of my story. Okay, so in that case what will I do? I'll simply say that I can start my j from I, and j is lesser than, let's say, s dot size, you can say, right? And I'll have a j plus plus. Is this part clear to everyone? Is this part clear? Now, can I say that I also need the indexing for the, like I also need to iterate through this particular W, na? Like let's say if I have GEE and GE, let's say KS, whatever. Okay, this is the string, let's say S, right? And I also have the string W here. W is what? Let's say GKS, right? So can I say that I also want to iterate through this string? Let's say this index, then this index, then this index. I want to iterate through it. Okay, question is where are they saying that only once we need to use the data? Okay, I'll tell you, I'll show you here. So if you will see here, no, they are saying that appears, like if you will see here, where every character of a string is included at most once, it says that at most once. So Mohammed, I hope that you are clear with this thing. If others are also clear, they can hit the like button. Basically you can see here that they are saying that you can use a particular character of s at most once, so not more than once, right? That is the condition that is given here. So what will I do here? I'll tell you about the time complexity. Obviously, many people can start guessing this inside the chat as well. Okay, so I will have let's say I'll have the index x, that is will be marked as 0. That will point to the this index x will point here, right? This index x will point here. The x will point here to the for the w string. It will be pointing to the current index of w. Is that clear? Please write x in the chat if everyone is clear. Suppose I'm taking x for iterating, like iterating through the w string. Okay, so what will I do? I'll say that if the jth character is equal to the xth character of the w string. Okay, if the jth character is equal to the xth character of the w string, right? If the jth character, understand this thing, guys, that if it happens that the jth character is equal to the this particular character, if the jth character, guys, if the jth character is equal to this particular character, then what will you do? If the jth character is equal to the xth character, In that case, you will simply do what? You will simply say that I'll do x plus plus, right? I'll move to the next j, right? I'll move to the next j, and I'll waste this particular j, right? So I'll mark it as what? I'll mark it as, let's say, something like hash. So you can write hash in the chat as well, right? You can write hash in the chat, everybody. So I'll mark it as hash, right? And the moment I mark it as hash, after that I will check. No, I'll check if x is equal to, after incrementing my x, right? After they are same, suppose this j is same, right? Then this k is same, then this s is same, right? So after this, my x will be here, x will be here, x will be here, then x will exhaust this string, right? So if it happens that x is equal to the end of the string, so x is equal to w dot size, guys. Okay, if x is equal to the capital W dot size, okay, in this particular case, we can simply say that what we'll do, we'll simply count it. Please write count plus plus. I'll simply count it, and I'll simply be breaking from this particular loop. I'll simply break from this particular loop, right? That is what I'm going to do. Is that clear? And in the end, I think that I can simply return the count. Okay, so I can simply return the count in the end, right? Now let's try and do one thing. Let's try and compile it to see if it works or not. I'm checking here for this thing. I think it should work. Okay, let's try and submit this code also and see if we get any errors. I hope that we don't. Okay, it does work, right? So you can see that this problem got accepted. This basic brute force approach, that is how we can solve this particular problem. So this got accepted, right? You can see here. So is this clear? You don't need to check, Akhilesh Tiwari, you don't need to check the length, na? You don't need to check for W, because if x is equal to W dot size, na, then I'm simply counting it and breaking it. So you don't need to check for the W specifically, Abhishek. Okay, so you can see that the outer loop is taking how much time? It is taking order of n time, right? Order of n time, and the inner loop is also taking order of n time, right? Inner loop is also taking order of n time, correct? Is that clear to everyone? Outer loop is taking order of n time, inner loop is also taking order of n time. So you can simply say that the overall iterations will be nothing. So we can simply say one thing, that the time complexity, right, that the time complexity for my approach is going to be nothing but order of n square overall. And what will be the space complexity? Can you quickly comment? Everybody can quickly comment what will be the space complexity of my approach. Anyone can quickly comment down what will be the space complexity of my approach. All of you can just quickly tell me in the chat. uh, Okay, I'm waiting for your responses. Order of one now, because I'm not taking any extra space. Correct. So if the interviewer tells you that okay, you don't need to change, you should not change the original string, then you should do this, right? Okay. Why is this? Because see, in the worst case, what can happen? In the worst case, can like see, Mohammed Saklan, you need to understand this thing. If suppose I is zero, na, so in the worst case, what can happen? J can start from zero, na. Correct. If I is 0 and the zeroth character of the this string is the same as the w0, so if suppose I is 0 here, right, so in that case j will run from 0 till the end, na? So that is why the worst case complexity is order of n. Is that clear, Mohammed? Because basically, suppose that I value is 0. Okay, if the zeroth character, if the very first character of the string s is same here, then you will do what, like, if j is equal to I, then in that case j is equal to 0. So in that case you will be running throughout, na? That is why it will take order of n time. Okay, I hope that is clear to everyone. Okay, did you enjoy this particular problem? I hope that you did enjoy this, and this is how we can solve it optimally. I did not found any better approach. If you have any better approach, you can still comment down. Okay, so is this clear to everyone? You can just quickly share your feedback with me. Just waiting for your responses in the chat. Is everyone clear with the problem overall? Okay, so great. Rishit is saying yes. Okay. Order of one space correct, and hash. Obviously, you have to do hash here. So all of you can quickly give me a +1 if you are clear with this particular question. Mohammed, this is the approach with which we can do this particular problem. Would a worst case input GGG and GKS, would a worst case input be? Basically, in the worst case, you will be iterating throughout. So, Rishit, you can take any worst case, or order of n square is the worst case complexity for my approach. Okay, here for every letter we are trying to match s. Yeah, you can say this thing, but There can be many cases which can be the worst case order of n square complexity. Okay. So thanks a lot, Akhil, and thanks a lot everyone for joining for today. This was it. The problem was quite easy. I don't think it was a medium problem. It was a easy problem, but that is fine. Make sure to solve the problem of the day. And again, I will say that the problem of the day for today is longest perfect piece. So all of you can just quickly go and submit this particular problem as well. Okay. And do you want my code? If you want my code for this particular problem, so I will just quickly share this code as well. Just give me a second. Let me share my code also. I first of all copied it and then I'll paste it for you also. Okay. So let's quickly run this and I'll share the code also. Hi Joel, a little bit late. Uh, okay. So I have copied my code and I think I should give it to you. So I have given you the code in the chat. You can copy this code and if you want, you can submit this also, right? Obviously, you can remove the comments from there. So this was it for the problem of the day for today. I'm easy level coder. How should I follow and read? So basically solve the problem of the days that are given and eventually you'll improve, Mohammed. So all of you can quickly write a good night in the chat or plus one in the chat if everything is fine, and then I can end this stream as well. Okay, I don't want to end it abruptly. Yeah, I came very late to the class. No problem, Joel. You can watch the recording at 2x. Okay, all of you can give me a plus one and then we will end this session as well. And make sure to hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, you can hit the like button as well. Okay, good morning. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. And good night. Take care. All the best for the problem of the day. And make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Bye.